Hi, everybody. My name is Nuritzi Sanchez, and I am today's host for the Community Relation Team's group conversation. During this short video, I will go into some of our highlights, lowlights, and spotlights from the past few weeks. The slide deck is about 47 slides long, so I won't be covering everything. There's a lot more detail, and so I encourage you to check that out as after you finish watching this video. Let's begin. First of all, the community relations team purpose is to inspire others to contribute, to foster a culture of leadership, to amplify our reach with evangelists, connect our community with experts, and recognize our contributors. We typically have this slide where we review some of the numbers from our various programs. Some key things to call out are that we have over 3,800 code contributors, we have 3,000 meetup members, and we just hit a new milestone of 2 million education users and 1K institutions. We have added a new member to our team, Jamie Rochelle. She joins us as the Evangelist Program Manager, and we are hoping to hire somebody new as an education evangelist. As I mentioned in the last slide, we just hit a major milestone with over 2 million seats given to educational programs. That program continues to scale, and so we're looking for somebody to help with more evangelism and to continue to grow that program further. We're very excited about its continued growth. Since the last group conversation, we have had several highlights and some lowlights. We think that it's important to showcase both in order to be fully transparent. As mentioned before, we've hit that EDU milestone. We are getting to close to 1 million active. So the 2 million all-time seats issued is just since the beginning of the program, but the program is still very popular. And so we have about 1 million active users, or getting close to there. I mentioned that Jamie Rochelle joined our team as the Evangelist Program Manager, and she will be helping to grow our Heroes program, help with the Meetups program, and in general, help with the Developer Evangelist team goals. We have started a Beyond Code Meetup series, which will be launching soon. And the goal of this Meetup series is to foster more gender diversity in the wider GitLab community. This is by spotlighting women at GitLab in various positions, various departments across the company, and how women use GitLab in their day jobs. We have added a new contribution type called engagement, so that as these people share how they use GitLab, we hope to attract new skill sets. And so we wanted to have a way for people to start contributing by writing blog posts, by organizing events and all of that. So that's the engagement category. We also hosted our first GitLab Heroes Summit on January 21st. And that link in our slide deck points to the recordings that are now on YouTube. We are participating in KubeCon EU. We had 3 talks accepted and 2 are waitlisted, and this is a huge win for us since that conference is very competitive, so getting talks accepted can be difficult. We are looking for the education evangelist. We are happy to accept referrals, and you can also apply internally. We have launched a program survey for the education program, And the results are now in. I'll share that as a spotlight in just a few minutes. And then this is really exciting. We were accepted into the Google Summer of Code. We had tried a few years to get in and were unable to do so. So this will be our first time participating, and we're very excited about having some Google Summer of Code interns coming soon. And last but not least, the Linux Foundation IT team has moved to GitLab. They're using the SaaS version of GitLab. And a new kit, which is formerly OPNFV, is also planning on moving to GitLab. So we're very excited to welcome them into our community, our wider community. Some lowlights are that we no longer have a community operations program manager. So we are dividing some of the tasks that role held among the team. This also impacts our forum and some other, just our programs more generally. We have some delays on the community efficiency project, so that date of completion will be pushed out a bit longer. This directly impacts the GitLab for Education and GitLab for Open Source and Startups programs. And then we had some issues with the core team Slack access where they were removed. So our team has been helping to get that set up again. Just a quick spotlight on the GitLab for Education program survey. There was a survey that was sent out a few months ago, and now there will be some PR activities to actually I guess, disseminate the information that report has gathered. This is part of our attempt to continue our building our thought leadership in the education space and really bring DevOps into the classroom. We also have a spotlight on the contributor journey. This is an attempt to help make the contribution process easier and more inclusive. And so you can see that our code contributor program manager has started to do some user journey mapping, and will be working with the product team to help ensure that the learnings from that also get rolled into the way that product is tagging things for new user or for community contributions and assigns priority, all of this kind of stuff. We also had a community relations team virtual offsite, and we used a new tool to help us with just some of that strategy that we couldn't do in person. We used Mural, which is a collaborative whiteboard. And while we didn't finish our strategy sessions, it at least got us going in the right direction. We have conversations to follow up. We'll be doing so in our weekly team meetings. And we also decided that having more virtual offsites would be beneficial to the team. So we're looking at doing them on a quarterly basis. We did a SWOT exercise and also something from the Mozilla Open Insights toolkit. And so we're happy to share more about that with the team. If you'd like to replicate some of that, we found it really awesome and useful as we continue to align our strategy, our team strategy, to the larger company strategy. And last but not least, we have a spotlight on stable counterparts with the developer evangelism team. Essentially, the developer evangelism team is piloting a stable counterparts model, which is inspired by how other teams at GitLab have stable counterparts as well, such as support stable counterparts. And the goals of this are just to better support other divisions within GitLab with the technical expertise and thought leadership and community influence that our developer evangelism team has. The 3 developer evangelists have been assigned to different parts of the company. Abu Bakr is the stable counterpart of the alliances team, Michael Friedrich with product and engineering, and Brendan O'Leary with sales. And we've included a link to the OKR epic in case you want to learn more about this. With that, I will be ending this short video. There's a lot more in this presentation, deep dives on each of our programs, as well as a summary of our current OKRs for the quarter and the progress that we've made on them so far. So as mentioned, I encourage you to take a look at our presentation as well, and we welcome you to join us for the group conversation later today. All right, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you soon.